thing about this map also that I wanted to point out. Drop going in here from Stork, just dropping off a couple of Dragoons here. Oh, man, I feel like there's something in my nose. I'm going to have to check on this after this game's done. Yeah, I said it. A little bit of a push coming in here. Flash losing 2 tanks there, and Stork backing off, only having lost 1 Zealot. That was actually a really effective push there. And now he's picked off, Stork has picked off the 2 turrets that were actually in pretty decent position to defend there. And now he's going to pick off a 3rd here, so Flash's defense on that top side is going to go down, and I know that Flash is not happy about this. He usually relies on his excellent turret placement to just deal with everything, and Stork now taking his 4th base after Flash takes his 3rd, which is the play that you want to do. And Flash playing a little bit tricky here, going for really quick expansions all over the place, and a Wraith is now out, so I think that Wraith is going to be used to chase off the shuttle. Well, I know that's what it's going to do, so we're going to see what Stork is capable of doing here as far as his effectiveness with his shuttle. And now is the time for Flash to start throwing down his factories. He's been off of 1 factory, producing strictly tanks this entire time. And there's the probe transfer from Stork. So, and he's transferring to mineral only. I think that's actually a good play because I don't think Flash is going to expect it. Although if Flash does spot it out, the tank push is going to be devastating beyond all hell. So we're going to have to see if Stork is capable of, I don't know, hiding that, I guess, for a little while. Ninja Nexus. Another command center going down here, but that's going to get spotted out. And I think there's a shuttle moving down on the minimap there. Probably gonna drop off some Dragoons, pick off a turret, and yeah, there's a shuttle there. Probably pick off the turret. Maybe he's got a Reaver in there. And then he's going to go and stop this command center from going down. Stork really does not want this command center to go down. I love watching Flash play against Stork because Stork is excellent at countering Terran expansions, and Flash is so aggressive with his expansion building. So, yeah, I just absolutely love it. And once this turret goes down, this tank is going to be completely ineffective unless he brings a buddy alongside, because the dropship will just be capable of dropping those Dragoons all over the tanks. And Stork is just deciding not to pick up his Dragoons. There we go, moving out. Getting actually lucky that that second tank shot missed on that 1 Dragoon. Otherwise, he would have lost it. So yeah, this is actually a really good play from Stork, I want to point out, because he is, and he's going for Arbiters. I usually miss the tech that the Protoss player goes for, but he is going for Arbiters, and we did see it just there. And Flash is sending out a dropship, and he's actually going to accidentally come across this expansion in the top here. I don't think he expected this going up, but hopefully he does not move that dropship to the left. He needs to go up. He needs to go up and see that, but he's just dancing around with it. I'm just checking out the minimap. He's dancing around with it, and wow. Flash is definitely going to see this. Yeah, he's canceling that turret there and moving it back just 2 hex, 1 to the left, 1 down, and he's just going to smash this expansion. Yeah, the Nexus has gone up. I was going to say he should probably wait until that Nexus goes up, but the Nexus is up now, and it looks like Flash is just going to take that expansion away from Stork. But like I was saying before, and I completely did not finish my thought here, I just completely ADD'd out of that, but Flash is a wildly aggressive expander. As you can see here, he's setting up his freaking 6th base, and it is only the 12th minute of the game. So just a crazy aggressive expander, and his push is going to be reckless. Like, it is just going to be probably one of the biggest pushes you'll ever see ever, like not just on this map or in this matchup. It's just going to be such a big push. However, those Dragoons doing damage to that command center, I'm pretty sure that command center is going to be forced to lift off because he's got Dragoons attacking it, and he's got no way to reinforce there. Oh, but he is going for dropships. This is actually really interesting. You never see this in a Terran versus Protoss game where there's this many dropships flying around, carrying around his troops, because you usually just look to see one just massive push, and apparently Flash is deciding to play this just like a TVT, and he's just gonna reinforce his armies all over the place. I think what Flash is gonna do is he's just gonna leave that Nexus up, or he's just gonna have one unit pick away at it, because in all honesty, it doesn't look like Stork is gonna be capable of defending it. And I'm going to go back and actually try to finish my thought here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with this many dropships flying around and being capable of creating this much action. But regardless, Stork, Flash being one of the most aggressive expander I think I've ever seen as a Terran player. And look at this. He's taking another base. If he holds this base off to the left side here, he's going to be way, way in the lead after anything that Stork can throw at him. And Stork is an extremely good counter expander. He expands exactly when he needs to, when he sees the Terran player expanding. But what he's forced to do with this well of defense, wow, and that base has already been mined out, which is ridiculous. Stork is going to be forced to just blindly expand all over the map, and here comes Flash pushing onto this high ground here, and he's going to be in siege range of that Nexus. This is an excellent play from Flash. I think he needs that dropship to spot, though, and it looks like a recall could come in here into the main base, and so close to getting that thing down, getting that EMP or the Arbiter down before anything can go off here, and it looks like Flash is forced to bring his troops back, but he's getting caught out in the middle of the field here, and about to lose that dropship, and no, he's going to keep that dropship alive, and we're going to see how well Flash can defend here. He's gotten recalled way in the back here into a kind of an awkward position, but it looks like Stork is gonna push in here. He's got a nice wall off in the front here, but not enough tanks to defend the front line, and it looks like Flash just needed a bit more factories. He was way too aggressive with his expanding, and he needed more factories to produce the units to defend this many expansions. And it looks like Stork is just way off of par here with his micro, because he is just not using the units that he needs to be using, and a lot of he just idled those like 10 Dragoons for the longest time, and now it looks like Flash, having lifted off that expansion there, he's actually, I thought that was another command center, but regardless, he's going to fend this off fairly well. Stork has brought Dragoons over to that right side. I think he looked to take down that expansion. Unfortunately for him, the expansion was already mined out, which is just ridiculous. And it looks like, I think Flash is completely willing to sacrifice that command center. I think those Zealots need to rush in, though, and go and deal with the extra expansion a bit above that expansion that he's fighting right now. Stork, however, I think in this meantime he needs to expand. He needs to macro like crazy, set up even more gateways just for the next assault here. He's got a nice army moving around the middle of the map there. Yeah, there it is. The observer showing us that now, but not as big as he wants it to be. And Flash just not repairing that command center. I think he was completely willing, like I said, to sacrifice that command center. And it looks like Flash is not in that great of a position. I mean, he going for that early recall was a really good counter to this kind of play from Stork or from Flash. So yeah, Flash now being forced to lift off that command center, a drop coming in there. Once Flash mines out that mineral on that left side base, like he did to the right, or the bottom base rather, like he did to that right side base, the reinforcement route is going to be a lot easier for him. It's going to be a lot easier to defend. Although it is a long way to travel, I must say he does have a lot of dropships out in the air, and that Arbiter just picking away at those tanks, and those tanks actually doing a lot of more damage than they should be doing. I'm not sure how many units they've killed, if any, but they're doing a lot of damage regardless. Those tanks finally going down now, and it looks like Flash is just functioning off of 4 factories. He's got more bases than he does factories, which, to be honest, is just never a good thing. And now setting up mines. I think those are the first mines of the game that we've seen, which is a very good counter to recall, and putting those mines in a position that Stork is most likely to recall on. And it looks like that Arbiter is moving up for a recall, but no, he's just stopping short there, just moving to cloak a different group of units. Apparently, those units felt a little exposed, and and they wanted to be cloaked for a little while. So what I'm looking for in this game right now is those mineral walls to be mined out. You would think that Flash wouldn't want those mineral walls to be mined out because that just means more minerals for him to be mining all the time. But at the same time, once those minerals are mined out, and at this point, to be honest, I don't know how Flash is spending his money. He's got 4 factories and he's got this many bases, which is just completely crazy. And a push coming in the front here, a nice little wall off there, but they're finally, the Zealots are breaking through, a D-Matrix going down on both of those tanks. Really good D-Matrix, and yeah, there's a lot of tanks on that high ground. Like I said, well, like I was saying in the early bits of the game, is that that mineral line is very close to those. Oh, and a recall going in the back here, but a lot of mines going off there, just smashing those Zealots, and everything is just going down here. Wow, that was an awful experience for Stork, I must imagine. And yeah, it looks